gas is high. Gas is high. Gas is high. Gas is high. And so are groceries. Hey guys, it's Fo from mamaandmoney.com, where I teach you how to make and manage money to become financially free. In this video, I'm going to be sharing 6 things that you can do to adjust your budget for inflation. So if you're interested, stay tuned. All right, guys, I don't know about you, but if you have been to a gas station lately or a grocery store, then you've realized that inflation is real. Real out here. Real. Okay. So what is inflation? Inflation really means like inflated prices for your day-to-day expenses, which means that your money isn't going to go as far as it used to. So you need to be able to adjust for that so that you can afford to survive and buy the things that you need on a day-to-day basis. So here are 6 things that you can do to adjust your budget for these increases in prices all around. So first things first, outside of potentially asking for a raise and increasing your income, you can do some small things that will have a big impact on your finances. The first thing is changing banks. Now, I know that that may sound crazy, but in a situation where you're able to get a higher interest rate from your current bank, you may consider changing. For instance, online banks tend to have a higher APY than your traditional brick and mortar banks. This is because they don't have overhead costs and they can afford to give you a higher interest on the money that's in your savings account, for example. So if you have money in savings and you want to be able to pull some interest from it, consider changing your banks from a brick and mortar to an online high yield banking account. The next thing that you should consider is to lower the interest on your debt. So this could mean refinancing your debt or switching over to a credit card that has a lower interest rate. Now, you guys know how I feel about debt, but I'm just saying if you have it, this is what you can do. So consider refinancing or switching over to a lower interest credit card so that you can reduce the interest that you're incurring on your debt and therefore having to pay. Some things that you may want to look into is consolidating your debt, or for credit cards, you can do a balance transfer to a 0% interest credit card for an introductory period to save yourself some cash. So these are all things that you can think about as you're trying to adjust for this inflation. The third thing that you need to do and should always be doing is watching your energy usage. So the cost of everyday utilities, water, electricity is all going up. So you want to monitor that usage. Turn off the faucet, turn off the light. You may even want to invest in something like a Nest that will allow you to automate your utilities turning on and off, and then maybe something like an automated light switch which turns your lights off when you're not in the room. These are small changes that you can make in your day-to-day habits that can save you lots of money in the future. Of course, the most prudent thing that you can do is cancel unnecessary expenses, subscriptions, and to lower your dining out and all this unnecessary spending at the time. Now, this is obviously stuff that you can bring back once prices begin to drop. But right now, if you're trying to save a few dollars in your budget, you want to cancel all those things that you don't necessarily need on a day-to-day basis. So take a look at your budget, figure out what you can cut, and cut it. Lastly, you want to shop around for lower prices. I know you got your favorite store, you got your favorite brand, but guess what? It's costing you money. So you want to shop around for even the smallest thing like gas. There are apps that you can leverage to find the lowest gas prices in your area. You may want to switch over to generic brand when it comes to some of your favorite brands. At the end of the day, they all are made at the same place, okay? So think about ways that you can shop around and evaluate your different options so that you can save money on those day-to-day items. All right, so hopefully these tips were helpful in helping you adjust your budget for inflation. Of course, you want to do the normal things of increasing your income and then, of course, reducing your expenses. But these are some tips that you may not have thought of that will allow you to save a few bucks in your budget. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more Mama and Money tips. And with that, I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.